Hello and welcome to Deep Stretch with me, Kelly. This is around a 10-minute practice where we will be focusing on the target stretch of our obliques. It's these muscles on the sides that actually help facilitate spinal rotation and our ability to bend side to side. So when we stretch our obliques, it can help with the mobility and really good alignment of our spines. It's a good thing to do, and it just feels really good too. So we have about 3 postures, a minute and a half on each side. Let's get into it. If you don't already have these things, a blanket and a block could be useful. We'll start in child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch. And if your knees are sensitive, then you could put a blanket underneath them. If it's more of like, it's just too much flexion, it hurts when you bend them deeply, you can use your blanket or like a pillow in between your thighs and calves in that kind of way. If it's more of your ankles here, you can always use a small roll. That'll help. Arms extend forward. Make sure that I'm keeping good time for us. And bow your head. Please use a block underneath your head if your forehead can't quite meet the ground. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Observe yourself in your experience, in this moment, in this shape. Inhale, peek your gaze forward towards your hands. When you exhale, walk your hands over to your right side. Take your right hand next to your right knee and shin. Push both hands down, like you could push them through the ground, and then imagine there was magnets on them that you want to squeeze them towards each other. All the while you're pushing down and squeezing in, start to let your hips and your left side ribs reach over to your left side. Lean your body in that way. Inflate your left side up like you're filling up a balloon with your breath. Leaning into the stretch. Watch your thoughts. Feel your emotions. Observe any reactions coming up to the moment, the shape, the sensation. Inhale, peek your head up, let your right hand meet your left. When you exhale, walk your hands over to your left side. Left hand back next to your left knee and shin, just like we did last time. Push your hands down and imagine there was magnets they wanted to move towards each other. From there, let your hips and your right side waist lean over to your right side, away from the midline of your own body. Inflate your right side waist up, again, like you're filling up a balloon. Relax your forehead down. Focusing on your right side obliques. It's our target stretch. Stretching these muscles that do so much for us, right? Allow us to twist, allow us to bend over side to side. I'm taking this time, just 10 minutes out of our day, to stretch in this focused way. We're helping to contribute to the health and mobility of our bodies. Inhale, peek forward, left hand meets right. Exhale, walk your hands through center. Come up to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tuck your toes under, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, just to neutralize. And then inhale, tabletop. Walk your knees a little wider than your hips. You can always ditch the blanket too, or use the blanket underneath your knees if they're sensitive. Walk your knees a little wider than your hips. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up. When you exhale, thread your left arm behind your right, bend your right elbow. Take your left shoulder and ear to the ground. As you're here, a lot of times, I think in the thread the needle shape, we sort of twist open, we look open, we're focused on being open. But for today, especially because we're focusing on our obliques, think about twisting your body into the ground, deeper into the ground without actually moving your arms. Twist towards the ground instead of away, twist towards the ground. Right away you'll notice the stretch, well, wherever you notice it is good, but there's more of a stretch potentially through your obliques than normal if you weren't thinking about twisting in towards the ground. And not only twist down and towards the ground, but let your hips and your booty lean over to your left side. And then let them lean over to your right. Kind of like a slow wag of your tail. Left and right. As you twist in and down towards the ground in this thread the needle variation. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, press yourself up, left arm out and up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm out and up. Exhale, right arm behind left, bend your left elbow, right shoulder, right ear to the ground. Think about pushing your left hand, your right ear, your right arm and your knees down into the ground, and then twist towards it. Twist earthward. Earthward, is that a thing? Towards the earth? As you're there, now move your hips over to your left and your hips over to your right, like a slow motion wag. Side to side as you twist towards the earth. Watch your thoughts. Feel your emotions. Observe any reactions to sensations or sounds or this, whatever. This is the power of observation. Brings us into what's with us and present. Inhale, press yourself back up, reach your right arm out and up. Exhale, right hand down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, cow pose to neutralize. Arch your back. Exhale, cat. This one's cat. Question mark. No, it's definitely cat pose. And then inhale, neutral spine. When you exhale, walk your knees a little closer together on fingertips and step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Make sure both hands are the inside of your right foot. Wiggle your right foot out so you have space for your belly and for your chest. Walk your hands over to your left side a little bit. So I'll do this view for you so you can see it. Walk your hands over to your left side a little bit and then forward. Arch your back like you would in cow. Take a breath in. And then exhale, plant your palms down. Spider crawl your right fingertips a little further than your left. Start to side crunch through your left side. Side crunch through your left side. So your right side bows more open. You can imagine there's like a gills all along this side. Breathing. And then lean. Push your ribs over to your right side. Lean towards your right side. Stretching. Really deep way. Right side obliques. You can explore moving your right shoulder in and down and then open. You can find a place that feels good and stay. I heard somewhere, I'm not sure, you'd have to fact check me, but I heard that it takes at least, that there's like these little receptors in our muscles and it takes at least 30 seconds for your muscles to trust that like everything's okay when you're stretching. And so the nice thing about taking the opportunity to practice in this way where we're holding for a little bit longer, just a little bit longer than maybe normal, we might be giving ourselves the opportunity to be in a shape longer with those receptors signaling that something's wrong. Maybe instead those signals are like, this feels so good. Let's take a breath in and out. Inhale, walk your hands through center. And then exhale, send your right leg out and back. Right knee down. And then inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, walk your knees closer together. Light on your fingertips and then step your left foot forward. Plant your palms down and walk your hands over to your right side at a diagonal. Forward and at a diagonal. Walk your hands forward. Bring a little bit of a cow shape through your spine. See if you can spider crawl your left fingertips a little further than your right. So it's already starting to bring more of a stretch through your left side waist. And then think about crunching, closing your right side. As you flex through your right side waist, there's extension through your left. Once again, you might consider rolling your left shoulder down, in and down, and then out and open. And then find a spot for you where you feel like you have the deepest stretch through your left side. Even from your left side ribs, lean in that direction. Push your left side waist towards your left knee. Relax your head and breathe. Let's take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, walk your hands through center. Exhale, take your left leg down. Sit with your hips to your heels or any way that's comfortable for you. Inhale here. And exhale. Good job stretching your obliques.